Kings and queens, your majesties, how are you all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you're loving yourself and others like always. Thank you for coming back on this channel where we talk about natural way to heal ourselves and how to use what we have in our homes, in our environment, as spiritual barriers to block off evil or negative energy that we might pick up in our daily activities, going up and down, or that people might bring to our home without we knowing. Now, today I want us to have a discussion about BITER KOLA. Yes, BITER KOLA. Now, for some of you who are elderly, you might have had an encounter with this BITER KOLA, or for some of you who are in the continent, you must of course have come across BITER KOLA. There are two type of kola nuts in Africa. There is one that is bitter, so we call it the BITER KOLA, and there is the other one. So today we will be talking about BITER KOLA, and I would want us to talk about the spiritual benefit of this BITER KOLA. Then we get to the health benefit of it. Right now, if you notice, I have this around my house. I'm going to take you around my building. Okay, not the whole property, but just the building. I always drop BITER KOLA every corner of my house. There is a reason for that, which I'm going to share with you. Okay, now when I realized that BITER KOLA has this protective aura in it, that was when I began to drop them around my house. If you watch the video keenly, you see that there are some that are already dried out. I've put them, I don't know how many months ago that I put that there, but they are already dried. So I am trying to put fresh ones at the corners where I couldn't put them the other time. So there are some, you see me pick them, they're already dried. Okay, and like this one has been there for some time, so you know that this is something that I have been doing for a long time. Like I said, I'm not going to give you remedies that I do not or have not tried. Okay, now keep in mind that our ancestors were one with nature, and that is why they commune with the spirits. When the weather changes, they know why the weather changes. When things happen, they know why things happen, and they know how or what to do to make things go back to normal. They were one with nature, so they use things from nature, okay, to use as barrier around themselves to drive out or ward off evil spirit. In this life, you mustn't hurt someone before someone have evil eye or evil eye haunt you. There are spirits that are always out there looking for, maybe vulnerable spirits to possess. There are spirits that are out there just looking for humans to use as tools to play with. So when you are in connection with nature and you know the powers that are in nature and you use this around you, you will understand better what I am saying. Now, in the bag that I go around with my daily activities, I always have a BITER KOLA. Okay, I put it around my house, like I said, because it has this protective aura. Mind you, we talked about palm trees. If you've not watched that video, you need to go and watch it. I have palm trees around my house. Now we're talking about BITER KOLA. We talked about saint leaf. I have saint leaf in my house. Now we're talking about BITER KOLA, and I have it spread around my house. These are the things that most of the times there are houses you go to and you feel the aura, the energy there is maybe I don't know, the energy there is not pleasant to you. There is a word I'm looking for, but I can't get hold of it right now. There are places you go to, your spirit is calm. There is a reason why. When you have all these natural remedies around you, you will always have a calm spirit. And negative energy or negative spirit will not want to come and reside in your home. They will pass and they'll pass your home because they know that there are barriers around you. Okay? Now, I have this in my bag because I'm not always in the house. When I go out for my daily activities, I always want to be protected against any negative aura. Like I said, we pick negativity, maybe from where we visit, from people we go to. Sometimes unknowingly we pick these things. Now, when you have a bitter cola in your purse, in your bag, it also helps you to push off evil spirit from you. When they see you, they know there's something around you, there's something with you, so they wouldn't follow you at all. Remember, there are silly spirits out there. Like I said, you mustn't hurt someone before some spirit will want to take advantage of you and use you as a toy. So I have this around my house. I have it in my bag when I'm going out because I know the protective aura that this very bitter cola has. Like I said, we've talked about palm trees. It has protective energy, but you can't carry palm trees around you as you are moving to your place of work or maybe to run around. You can't carry palm tree on your head and be moving. You can't carry scent leaf on your head and be moving. But this one is something that it's easy. You can easily carry it around. So when you are outside, you are protected. Evil energy is off you, and then you come back home, you are protected, your environment is protected, evil aura, evil energy is not around you. Now, I want us to talk about the health benefits, okay? Because, like I said, if you notice, everything I bring to you have a spiritual energy and has a physical power, okay? When I say spiritual energy, it has its own effect spiritually and it has its effect health-wise or otherwise, as you might think of. Why do you think that everything that has a spiritual effect has a medicinal effect? It is like that because, like I said before now, our ancestors never needed chemicals to heal themselves. They never needed any other thing outside the natural to heal themselves and to connect with divinity. It is what they have around them in nature that they heal themselves with, they used to commune with the divine with. It's everything that they have around themselves. And it is like that because we were created with nature and with everything that we need to live our lives as humans on the face of this earth. So when you look at bitter cola and you try to do some research about it, you know that Coca-Cola got its name from this famous or common African tree, bitter cola. All right. Some of the first recipes for Coca-Cola were made using the extracts of the bitter cola plants. Although the company hasn't used actual cola to flavor their sodas in years, the name remains a reminder of the usual plants that inspired the iconic drink. Now, bitter cola, also known as Garcinia cola, is a plant found in Central and Western Africa that has long been valued for its medicinal properties. Although traditional African medicine uses all parts of the bitter cola plants, the seeds are mostly commonly eaten. Yes. Now, you know, bitter cola has a sharp, bitter flavor, and it eases into a slight sweetness as you chew. If you've chewed a bitter leaf before, after you chew the leaf and then you take water, you discover that your throat is sweet. It was bitter when you were chewing the leaf, but when you're drinking water, it is sweet. That's how it is with bitter cola. When you chew it and then you take water, you discover that there is a sweetness in your throat. Now, to the health benefit. Although bitter cola has been eaten in Africa for years, scientists are just beginning to study the health benefits of this flowering plant, something that the African people have known its spiritual benefit and health benefit for a long time. Our ancestors have known it. Is just now that scientists are beginning to do or have some knowledge about it. Anyway, let's hear what it does. Now, bitter cola has been used over the years to fight infection from the common cold of hepatitis. All right. Now, a 2018 study showed that bitter cola can help combat cough, which is true. In the African community, we use it to combat cough. When you discover that you have a cold, cough, and catarrh, You only need to chew this bitter kola, and sometimes with a mixture of some other herbs. If you want me to talk about that, I'm going to do another video about that. I don't want this video to be too long. And lo and behold, the next day, their cough and catarrh is gone. So, of course, it has that power. Now, inflammation. Bitter kola seeds have been commonly chewed in Africa to fight against inflammation conditions like arthritis. Majesties, a lot of you have been complaining about arthritis, diabetes. This is another one for you, okay? I hope you're listening up until this time. Bitter kola has that power, okay, to cure you of some of the inflammatory diseases like arthritis. All right. Now, a 2008 study showed that patients with arthritis in their knees showed significantly reduced inflammation when eating bitter kola compared to a placebo. The high level of potassium in bitter kola may be a contributing factor in reducing inflammation. So if you have arthritis, this is something you can try out. A little bit of it, just a bite, okay, one at a time. It's very bitter, of course. That's why the name is bitter kola. Now, it cures diabetes, majesties. This is interesting, right? Now, early studies suggest that a chemical called colavirone, which is found in bitter kola, may protect against hypoglycemia in people with type 2 diabetes. Although this first study was done on rats and has not yet been produced on humans, these early findings are promising. That is what they always say. Like I keep saying, I'm not a medical practitioner. If you're sick, go to your hospital, go to your doctor and get treatment. But in the local African community, typical African community, this knowledge has been there that bitter kola have these powers to deal with diabetes. Of course, the bitter taste in it will help you suppress that blood sugar. And when your blood sugar is of the average of the level it should be, you know that your health will be balanced, right? So if you're dealing with arthritis, if you're dealing with diabetes, bitter kola should be one of the things that you should try. And I want to believe that it's something that you can easily get, not like the Eden fruits that a lot of you are finding it difficult to find one. I think bitter kola should be something that you can easily find. Now, how to prepare bitter kola? Okay, you can eat bitter kola on its own, uncooked. That's why I say it's so easy. You can just get it, just peel off the skin and then eat. Just a bite of it, a little bite of it, and then chew it gradually. Mind you, it's bitter. Okay, like many other nuts, you can chew it. Okay, but keep in mind, however, that it is called bitter for a reason. This is bitter. Okay, very bitter. All right, so you can sometimes find drinks made or flavored with bitter kola at African markets and online stores. If you don't like the taste but want to introduce bitter kola to your diet, which I suggest you should, if you're struggling with diabetes, if you're struggling with arthritis, if you're struggling with maybe the sugar level in your bloodstream is so high, you want to try to bring it down a little bit. This is something that you should try if you're having inflammatory diseases, like you have a chronic cough, like catarrh that is not going off with all the medications you've tried, it's not working. I think it's time for you to try bitter kola. Like I said, you can chew it like nuts. As it is, maybe one at a time, or maybe a half of it, maybe a quarter of it at a time, or you can maybe blend it into a drink. Like some people pound it or blend it and then make some drink out of it so that it reduces the level of the bitter taste. It is very, very bitter. All right, Your Majesties, I hope that this is of help to you. All right, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching up until this time. Remember, let's go back to nature. Let's heal ourselves from nature. Let's forge that connection again with nature because we came from nature. All right, so we shouldn't be scared of what comes from nature because they have a DNA that we have. All right, now videos I make are not for everybody. So for some of you that might look at it like it's somehow, I don't know. Bye.